Hey, how you doing? This is Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books. Well, today we have the perfect story. We combine a DC comic story with Twitter, thanks to Bleeding Cool. Bleeding Cool's got some good rumors. I like it as a comic site. I've covered them before. I'm going to cover them again. I'm going to cover them right now. Here's the rumor. DC Comics is telling creators, hey, try to get off of Twitter if you can. Go on to alternative social media. What alternative social media? Hive, which is something I've never even heard of. I've heard of Mastodon. Apparently Mastodon is not working out so well. But DC Comics, a division of my favorite company, Warner Brothers Discovery, is telling people to get off of Twitter. I don't agree with that. I think everyone should stay on Twitter. Say what you have to say. Interact with people. It's the biggest social media site for what it is. So why would you get off of it? Well, obviously there are issues with just trying to be able to maintain narratives and things like that. And unfortunately also for them, Elon Musk is becoming a larger and larger and larger and seems like more fair force on Twitter as he goes along and he lets things develop more organically. They don't have a trust and safety department that are trying to control narratives on Twitter. It's really just basically Elon Musk saying what he has to say, in addition to letting organically people say what they have to say. So there isn't nearly as much censorship as there used to be. This is, of course, causing complete chaos because people are trying to figure out, like, well, how do we get control back over major narratives? And, you know, when you think about it, narratives are very important. Narratives are stories. People believe and relate to stories, and you may believe one side of a story or you may believe another side of a story. But when you've got counter narratives to all the aggressive woke stuff being pushed in not just social media, but all the media, it makes it difficult for the people pushing woke narratives to operate because there's two sides to a story. Look at this article from Forbes. Can psychological research help us understand Elon Musk's polarizing brand of leadership? The interesting thing about what's going on with Musk right now at Twitter is you're getting to see him actually work. And there was a fascinating video on Netflix, a great documentary a friend of mine, Kirk, suggested I check out. I checked it out. I was like, wow, this is amazing. It is the documentary of him with what he did with SpaceX. Just incredible watching him work and go through failure after failure, and then eventually success. And you get to see where Musk's head is at. You know, like him or hate him, the guy's brilliant. He's an incredibly hard worker, and he works in a very scientific way. So as far as his polarizing leadership goes, he's basically just setting things right. And if you're going to set things right, the people that don't want them to be that way, the people that want an advantage or an unfairness in a situation are going to push against it. And that is where the polarization comes from. Very interesting. There are more articles. You know, ex-Twitter employees are horrified by Elon Musk reinstating Donald Trump's account. It's incredibly upsetting. Oh my God, it's so upsetting. Like, Trump isn't even tweeting. Will he tweet in the future? Tell me what you think in the comments below if you think Trump is going to tweet in the future. I think he will. I think he'll use it. It's a tool. It's free. Why wouldn't he use it? So I think he will, but let's see what happens. He has his own social media site, Truth Social. He stays on Truth Social. He said he's not interested in going on Twitter. He also has an exclusive deal with Truth Social. I know a little bit about the subject, where for the first 6 hours, every post needs to be on Truth Social before it would be on any social media platform. However, if it's about fundraising or something political, he's allowed to post wherever he wants, whenever he wants. And why did he agree to that? Because he's a big stockholder in Truth Social. They want to have some exclusivity. It does make sense. It's a good business move. You've got Stephen King saying that Twitter's only advertiser will soon be My Pillow. Here's Elon Musk's response. That actually is a very funny comment. Stephen King did say he was going to leave Twitter. He apparently hasn't left. He did say pretty soon the only advertiser left on Twitter will be My Pillow. And Elon Musk responded, oh, hi, LOL, because everyone thought that Stephen King was, hey, he said he's leaving Twitter, but here he is making comments. But now Elon Musk is teasing him, saying, oh, is My Pillow actually a great pillow? Now I'm curious. Which is to say that, you know what, if Elon Musk so decides, My Pillow will start to sell tens of millions, if not more, dollars worth of pillows, which he actually has a lot of products on mypillow.com. He's beyond pillows. And if Elon Musk, just for funny's sake or because he wants advertisers that will pay him, he'll go to My Pillow in 2 seconds. And I don't think that Stephen King and the rest of the people from the left are going to be very happy when they see Mike Lindell doing live video and all sorts of tweets from Twitter about what his view of elections are. Let's put it that way. Let's get into the article. Before we do, please be sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up when you like it. You guys are amazing. The channel is growing. I really appreciate you. Let's get into this article. Bleeding Cool gets the word that DC Comics has encouraged its talent pool to make Hive accounts and build their audience using the hashtag Comics Twitter. Of course, Hive has yet to have a web presence, just on iOS and Android apps, but there are always a ways and means, they're saying. You know, the thing of it is this. If DC wants to attract people to a new social media platform, they can do that. You know, they could do some exclusive content. They could do some sorts of things to get things going with fans. They could schedule events. But if they're going to just sort of tell their creators on the side, hey, you know what? Why don't you go onto Hive and create a hashtag? And, well, maybe we have enough creators that we can get some momentum here. Like, it's not going to work. I mean, let me know if you think it's going to work in the comments below. I would always like to see what your opinions are, but I don't think it's going to work. However, it appears, now get this, that someone else has already grabbed the @DC Comics and @DC addresses on Hive. Indeed, the @DC Comics address is currently owned by someone called Marvel Studios, with 2 followers and no posts. DC is going to have to figure that out before they're going to have a big presence on Hive. This is the thing, like, execution is important. You can want to do something, but, you know, you've got to have a plan, and you've got to have someone who's capable of doing the plan. You can't just message out to creators like, go on Hive and make things happen with a hashtag, and all of a sudden it's going to happen. Just when downloading the Hive app, make sure you get the Hive social one, and not the one that the author Rich Johnson got downloaded for managing his thermostat temperature remotely. You'll find him at @Rich Johnson, and you know, that's fine if you want to find him. So what is Hive? Hive was launched in 2019 by Cassandra Popp and her team of developers who wanted to create a user-friendly multimedia sharing platform that has a chronological home feed. However, until the beginning of 2021, the app only had 15,000 users, then doubling in a month when it got a couple of viral TikToks and tweets. However, that was about it for Hive until Elon Musk started playing with Twitter like a kitten bats around a dorm mouse. Yes, Elon Musk is having a great time on Twitter, and if you miss his tweets, you're missing some real fun stuff. And suddenly, with Mastodon needing work, Hive became the recipient of all manner of social media folks seeking refuge from what Twitter has become. You know, these little small sites, the problem is this. There's something called a network effect. A network effect is when a lot of people start using something, it becomes a thing. It takes on its own life. And you need a lot of volume and a lot of activity to do that. Once you get to the status of a network effect, you're a real thing. It's very difficult to recreate a network effect or to get people to leave one that they're participating in and go to another one. That worked for Facebook, it worked for Twitter, it worked for Instagram. You know, you get to a network effect where you've got a lot of volume and activity. If you don't have that, it's very difficult to recreate it. It looks a little bit like Twitter on Hive, as well as Instagram, including photo and video posts, status updates, and reposting content. But most importantly, it has no algorithm, just a chronological feed. That's interesting. So in the order of when it's posted, that's what you're going to see. But it has yet to have a web presence that is limited to apps on devices for now. Okay, well, you know, good for DC Comics, whoever is sending that around to creators. I don't know. I don't see this working. If you think it's going to work or you don't think it's going to work, let me know in the comments below. Please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up when you like it, and I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.